let's say like the pronoun movement, what's the goal of it, would you say? Is the movement about just a broad sense of inclusivity? There's a guy, Jordan Peterson, I don't know if you heard of him, and he basically got famous by refusing to use the pronouns in Canadian University. And his take was that in general, he said he'll refer to anyone however they want. But he says when you start making rules, when you make it under law, that's where he draws the line. Do you agree with that, or would you say that it should be rules, it should be law per se to refer to someone however they want to be referred to?
I mean, if you renew your ID nowadays in the state of California, non-binary is one of the options now. So I think that's a progressive thing. But I agree. I think, like I said in the beginning with Mario, like I feel like labels are just there to help conform to general society. So I do think having labels for non-binary or like people in between helps educate a larger group, I would say. For sure.
And if you want to make sure you don't step on anybody's toes, is it okay to ask somebody what their pronoun is? Because I watched this video and they said like it's something not to ask, but I wasn't quite sure.
In my opinion, I feel like it's always safe to ask what someone's pronouns are.
Okay, how, just like for the people out there, so you have a little safe, right? Can you tell me how to ask that? Because I feel like so weird every time I do it. I have a couple friends, right? They do drag and stuff, and I wasn't sure. So I was like, hey, so how should I address you when I talk about, I didn't know how to like ask that, without being weird. You can just be like, hey man, what's your pronouns right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like for some reason more comfortable asking people on the street about their penis size than asking people what their pronouns are, literally.
Yeah. Well, I feel like because the whole pronoun thing is very a hot topic nowadays, so it's a lot more touchy. But I think the best way is to come at it with love and say just, what are your pronouns? It's as simple as that.
Okay, yeah.
At least...
I just never want to like offend people, be like, assuming they're anything that, if I came to you, Jeff, and I was like, hey, man, what's your pronouns, by the way?
Yeah.
Would you feel weird about that?
Maybe. Because I think I appear...
Because I exude masculinity.
But I wouldn't be offended.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been asked that question by... Like Anime Expo was a really good example. I think I got asked that question a lot at Anime Expo because I think there's just like a lot of alternative people there, a lot of people who like don't fit under like a lot of like general societal norms. Yeah. And it's just always they just come up and we're talking. They're just like, oh, what are your pronouns, by the way?
Okay, cool, yeah.
So you can just be that chill about it, and I've asked it the same way to people.
Okay, that's good.
I think it's just an intent thing.
Yeah.
If you're just like,
I mean, I always get so nervous. Even when I ask the question on the podcast, like my penis just shrank by half an inch. Like literally shriveled up when I said this. I was like, oh, so what? I feel like, because I don't know. Jeff is more chill about that. I'm always so afraid of like, stepping doing anything wrong. I just want to be a good boy,
Yeah. I think posing it as just like a normal question as any other question is the right way to go, and not making a weird like energy around it. Like,
I'm not good at that. I'm literally like, so I don't want to like offend you or anything, but like, so instead of being like, okay, hypothetically,
referring to you in the way that you want to be perceived.
I gotta go like the whole thing I asked about, like between a clownfish, a seahorse, like, a hyena. What's your,
preface it with that.